From Nashville, Tennessee, it's Country Music Time, brought to you by your local Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Now here's the star of this week's show, Charlie Louvin.
Just outside these prison bars, the hanging tree is waiting. At sunrise I'll meet darkness, and death will say hello. Darling, touch your lips to mine, then tell me you love me. Promise me again before you go. Will you visit me on Sundays? Will you bring me pretty flowers? Will your big blue eyes be misty? Will you brush away a tear? A grave is filled with silence. If a sleeping man could hear, darling, would I hear your footsteps up there? Promise me that time won't separate me from your memory, that you'll remember me until the days of silver hair. If not for you, I know I'd lose my mind before morning. Hold me close and tell me you care. Will you visit me on Sundays? Will you bring me pretty flowers? Will your big blue eyes be misty? Will you brush away a tear? A grave is filled with silence. If a sleeping man could hear, darling, would I hear your footsteps up there?
Charlie, welcome to Country Music Time again.
Well, thank you, Chuck. It's nice to be here.
I was sitting there listening. I almost missed my cue listening to that song because that was a special request of mine to get that on.
Well, I'm happy that you like it. We're hoping that those times will come back. You know, nothing like that's happened in, a dozen years. There's still those kind of songs keep hanging around.
Well, they're good. They're going to remain good. When everything else is gone, those kind of songs, I'm convinced, are still going to be here because they're classics.
Oh, I appreciate that, Chuck.
The thing that you seem to be the most excited about is a park that you're currently working on.
I'm working on a Louvin Brother Memorial Music Park, and I am really excited on it. I'm higher on this project. In fact, I about run out of steam. Every time, if I have a half a day, you know, it takes about 3 hours to drive down, and I'll run down and just work 4 or 5 hours and come back. It's getting to be an obsession with me, but we've set ourselves a challenge. We're going to open the first full weekend in May with a Bluegrass Festival in 1983, and I know for a fact that we're going to have to hustle the rest of 82 and right on through the... You know, the worst part about it, Chuck, is I'm out there with a chainsaw in my hand when it's cold this winter and a rabbit goes by. Now,
it's going to be hard to chase him down with that chainsaw.
What can you do with a rabbit or a squirrel with a chainsaw in your hand?
Okay, where is the park and what's going to be in it?
Well, of course, we're going to have permanent restrooms, and we're going to have a lovely stage. We're going to do a lot of cable television from that park. And I don't know at this point, Chuck, other than that, I guess we'll have a few concessions and arts and craft and maybe a few kiddie rides, but we're not trying to compete with people like amusement park. It's not that at all. It's just a music park.
And it's in North Alabama?
Northeast Alabama.
Northeast.
Which is about 40 miles from Chattanooga, Tennessee, 138 miles from Nashville here. It's the last county in North Alabama. It's on Sand Mountain. Mm-hmm. If you get out that way any place, well, you'll probably notice one of our signs, or somebody can point you.
They'll hear the bluegrass music coming from that way,
yeah,
or the folk songs, or whatever's happening out there.
Well, you're invited. You just live a short hop from here. We've got a nice airport there in Chattanooga. And, man, with your money, it wouldn't be nothing to fly up from San Antonio and
oh, of course not.
rent you a 10-speed bike and come on down from Chattanooga.
You've got another project that you just completed, and who knows, maybe it's an ongoing thing, but you just did an album with Jim and Jesse.
One of the most pleasurable things that I ever done. Of course, it was hard for Jim and Jesse and I to get in the studio. They're on the road, and then I'm on the road, and we're both in, and the studio's not available. Or some of the pickers that we needed, they weren't available. So and then to top it all off, they lost our tape for 9 months. We were 2/3 of the way through it, and the tape came up missing, the 24-track tape. And we just about ready to start the project over, and it turned up. They had filed it in the wrong box. We was just about ready to do them in, boy, I'll tell you.
I'm telling you. I probably didn't have choice words to say for a while there, did you?
We got to where we wouldn't even talk to them at all.
Jim and Jesse are in the studio here, sitting around here. I don't know. We might let them throw in something if they feel like it. But
Well, I just want to say how much we enjoyed the project with Charlie, and we just hope that we can do more of these things.
We're going to do a song from that Northwind.
Grass won't grow on concrete. You can't catch fish on Main Street. The stream of traffic ain't no place to swim. Some folks love the city. These neon lights are pretty, but this old boy has had enough of them. So I'm gonna catch a north wind, do a little living. Gonna see the best friends I've ever known. Gonna catch a north wind, do a little drifting. Going where my heart's been, I'm going home.
There's clear waters flowing in the valleys where I'm going, and only snow-capped mountains scrape the sky. There's still wide open spaces, eagles don't live in cages, and the air you breathe is enough to get you high.
So I'm gonna catch a north wind, do a little living. Gonna see the best friends I've ever known. Gonna catch a north wind, do a little drifting. Going where my heart's been, I'm going home.
Mama's fried chicken on the old wood stove, I can smell the gravy in the pan.
Gonna tell my Susie that I love her so, and I'll never ever leave again. Gonna catch a north wind, do a little living. Gonna see the best friends I've ever known. Gonna catch a north wind, do a little drifting. Going where my heart's been, I'm going home. Going where my heart's been, I'm going home. Okie dokie, friends. I hope you enjoyed that. If we can get Sergeant Chuck Halsey down off that jet stream, we're going to have him to tell you something about the Air Force.
Thank you, Charlie. You know, if you want more than a degree when you graduate from college, then consider the advantages of Air Force ROTC. You can earn an officer's commission along with your degree if you participate in Air Force ROTC while in college. And with your commission comes immediate responsibility, leadership, and management opportunities. Plus, you won't have to worry about finding a meaningful, secure job following graduation. The Air Force will give you a decision-making position from the very start, and there will be many opportunities to demonstrate your executive potential. You're expected to perform well, and you're rewarded with an excellent starting salary plus many other advantages and benefits. It also pays to be an Air Force ROTC while in college. We'll pay you $100 a month, tax-free, during your last 2 years in the program. 2- and 4-year scholarships are also available. Check out the Air Force ROTC program at the nearest college or university today. The professor of aerospace studies can tell you how you can add an extra measure of success to your college degree.
This old honky-tonk, smoke-filled loser's courtroom is where my conscience found me guilty long ago. So bartender, if you don't mind, pour the wine before it's time, 'cause tonight I'm going to the gallows. Yes, tonight I'll lay my heart to rest till her memory lets me go. Tonight I'm going to the gallows with Ernest and Julio. Bartender, for tonight you are my hangman. I'll be swinging where my boots won't reach the ground, while I help you tie the vine around my redneck one more time. Tonight I'm going to the gallows. Yes, tonight I'll lay my heart to rest till her memory lets me go. Tonight I'm going to the gallows with Ernest and Julio. Yes, tonight I'll lay my heart to rest till her memory lets me go tonight.
Charlie, that's a brand new song that you've got out, isn't it?
Absolutely. You notice the record is still soft and limber. It is brand new.
Hasn't even hardened up on the plastic or whatever yet.
No.
And the name of that is what?
Going to the Gallows.
And that, of course, is tongue-in-cheek.
Yes, it is. It's Harlan Sanders wrote the song. It's a very cute song. Mixes two things together. Go ahead and pour it before it's time. I hope you've had a good time while you're in Nashville, and you'll come back often to see us.
Yeah, me too. I was just going to tell you the same thing. I always have a good time up here, and I always enjoy having you on the show, so come back.
You talked to me about San Antonio. I don't know whether I ought to come down there or not. You know, I've already seen the Alamo and your palm trees. I know a whole lot about your city.
We can show you things down there you haven't seen. I guarantee you.
I look forward to that.
Thank you. Country Music Time was recorded live in Nashville, Tennessee, and was brought to you by your local Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Technical direction by Pete Franquette. Engineering by Jack Logan. This is Air Force Sergeant Chuck Causey saying thanks again to Charlie Louvin and reminding you to contact your local Air Force recruiter to get more details about Air Force experience. It could be your ticket to a great way of life.